So I finally developed a sense of urgency about getting this GS-1 project done. This is my Kato ConCor S-2 rail bearing locomotive. It's actually not a rail bearing, but it's the original Kato model. It's a Great Northern S-2 locomotive 484. And then a very talented man, John Weber, decided to try to make a GS-1 out of this. So I went over all the details that he did in the past, and then I modified the tender to go from the Vanderbilt to this rectangular tender. Well, I have the opportunity of having a real GS-1 here. This is a more GS-1 locomotive, pretty rare, hard to find. Just the job I was doing for a friend, and it gives me the opportunity to kind of just compare the two back to back. Now, obviously, one is in flat black. One is in gloss, and there's a lot of details that I still need to clean up, but it'll give you an idea of what's side by side. So let me lay this guy down. In general, I'm pretty happy with this model. On a roll by, it's going to be hard to tell what's what. The tenders came out pretty well. It's hard to tell from the camera shot, but the overall boiler length and everything is about the same, but the cab is a little bit further back on my model, and the feed water heater up top here. That's a little bit different, but most of the details John had put in. The dynamo was brass, these water lines or these heater lines, the steam dome up here, I think that's a steam dome. Yeah, steam dome up here is a little bit forward, and some of the steam turret placement's a little bit different. I've put the clamshell on here, and I've also modified these number boards. You'll notice it's white. That little bump in there is actually LED, so my next ambition is to light my number boards. Some other details are notable, but it's actually pretty hard to find out. And once this weathers, it'll be really different. The wheels are clearly bigger on the S2, but it's still got that unique look. So that's the top. I'll probably put some rivet details and scribe some lines out here. Follow some describing out here as well. You'll notice I have two headlights out here. The headlights are, well, the original headlight was the one hanging on the wire, was the Details West lead casting. This little tiny headlight right here in black that it won't focus on is actually a 3D print from Track 29. You'll notice that the number board on the side is also open. So one LED with some bell wire on it will go inside, and it will light the number boards as well as the headlight at the same time. Similarly, you can see that Details West number board up here. That's going to be lit. Put a piece of white styrene on it and then put some numbers on it. I think these are feed water heaters up here on the front are pretty accurate. The bell I need to put on to here, but if you look at the tops, yeah, some slight variations, and I'll have to put a hatch onto the cab and put some more rivet details. John even built in the spoiler up here on the cab and all the handrail details, so it's pretty impressive. Similarly, the Track 29 GS3 tender and all the rivets and decals and all that, and the grabs that I put on came out pretty well. I'm fairly satisfied with that. It should pass, you know. And actually, I've been running this locomotive back and forth, and it's really pleasant because it runs still like a Kato. And as you can see, these rear trucks down here, that's actually a Kato GS4 tender truck and pickup and all that. So now on this model, unlike most brass models, I have dual rail pickup on all tender axles, as well as all the drivers and traction tires. So it actually runs really great. There's a couple of other details I need to glue back on. For example, the front pilot, it's not the correct road pilot, so I have one of these castings I've made of a 3D print of a SP stamped road pilot that I'll cut up and put on and replace this spoked road pilot up here, and that's fairly much it. I mean, there's, you know, you could go endless, but it's really close enough. Oh, and I gotta put this front platform, this front GS-3 style square platform onto my locomotive. So let me stand these guys up. Oh, I gotta give you the other side details. Space it out. So I'll just quietly set it here. The smoke door's not on yet. I still gotta tweak some of the LEDs inside and adjust the illumination. Most of the details are in here. You know, John even faithfully recreated the throttle rod, all the air tanks, and a couple more details on the side. So this is what it looks like. You know, on this LIK more, you could even see those steam fittings on the bottom of the rear trailing truck. And again, John took the time and did the same thing on the bottom back there. So a little bit of cleanup, I'll sand down, and some flat coat will make this really a beautiful engine. And I'll take another video of this thing doing its test run. I might, but it's all tuned in, and it really looks like it's gonna pull. It's quite heavy. So here's another one from the Otaku bench.